Third day in a row, the weather broke some records. So we saw today's record fall. Previously was 87. 93 was the official high temperature. And according to the National Weather Service, this is the earliest we've seen 3 days in a row in the 90s or warmer this early in the year. So this was a record-setting streak, not just on the day-to-day basis, but just you take all 3 days in a row. So very early summer-like heat. Also breaking some overnight low records the last couple nights, and we might just get there as of tomorrow. So pretty close to record territory heading into Friday. Note that the forecast as well as the records, though, not in the 90s. We see that heat relax just a little bit, and we'll be close to that overnight low record as well. Forecast tonight down to 65, looking at 63 in 1991 for the warmest overnight low. So that's what's in our forecast. Near record territory tomorrow, but it is a little cooler. We only get down into the middle 60s rather than the middle 70s like we've seen the past couple nights. So it's still a warm and stuffy night, but at least we don't have the very warm conditions as we've had the past couple nights. Then looking ahead to tomorrow, still very warm for this time of year, but we may avoid the 90s. We'll start out sunny, and then we'll have to keep an eye out for some storms going into the evening hours, and that's a kind of a reason why may not get up to that 90-degree point. Some clouds coming in the way. So as we look at our severe storm outlook for tomorrow, 1 out of 5 throughout the majority of northern Illinois into southern Wisconsin. But if you get near Freeport and west of Freeport, up to a 2. So severe weather much more likely in these areas as a result of a front coming in. And these storms kind of fizzle out the farther east they move. So here's future track. You can see that by about 4 o'clock, that's when these storms are starting to bubble up, and they become a little on the stronger end by about 5 or so tomorrow. And note, they're looking somewhat strong by Freeport, but as they expand, they start to lose some steam. So that's why we have that breakdown in the severe storm outlook for tomorrow. We'll continue to see storms through about 7 o'clock. We get close to 8. That's when things are starting to dry up, and we'll see those storms disappear then going into Friday night. Just a slight chance of those to reform into early Saturday morning. So damaging winds, large hail would be the main threats. Flooding rainfall, a very low threat. Not expecting anything out of tornadoes, but still be weather aware between 4 and 8 p.m. tomorrow, especially west of Freeport. After that, the weather starts to cool off this weekend, down to 80 for Saturday, and then back to average with a few showers possible as we go into Sunday. So spring-like weather just around the corner. We'll stay on the spring-like trend into next week with some 60s and 70s in the forecast. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, little heat maybe around the corner. Could be back into the 80s as early as next weekend. And in the 4-degree guarantee, still rolling on, much closer today, just off by a degree. That puts the cash total just outside of 500. We'll see if we can get there tomorrow, Brittany.
I think we can do it, Alex.